It is going to be hosted by the popular sports and entertainment podcast. It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Mace, Cam, and a Stat Baby.
Stat.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing today?
Good.
Excited. Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the It Is What It Is pre-weigh-in show. I'm Treasure Wilson, a.k.a. Stat Baby, along with your hosts, Mace and Cam. We're super excited to be here live in San Antonio, Texas. Mace and Cam, how are y'all feeling today?
I'm doing excellent. How y'all doing? San An, what's up, y'all? You know I got this shirt on. I wasn't supposed to wear this shirt in here.
Why not?
I don't know. They said I'm a threat with the shirt on.
It looks good. It's sharp.
Yeah.
I like it. Cam, how you feeling?
I'm feeling real good. I'm happy to be here, man.
Of course.
What kind of threat are you? I ain't hear that one.
Right. Okay, y'all. So we are 30 minutes from today's weigh-in here at Frost Bank Center. It's open to the public, and you can watch that on PBC YouTube. So we're going to go straight into the fight, starting with Pitbull versus Roach. Y'all know this one's going to be a movie. Pitbull is an aggressive slugger. He'll try to make it a dogfight, and then we know that Roach isn't scared to go to war. But Pitbull is on a mission to become the next Mexican boxing star. And Lamont believes he's the next American pay-per-view star. So Mace and Cam, how do you guys see this?
Oh man, this is gonna be a great fight for a lot of reasons. I really like Pitbull. I like Roach too, but I'm not ready to tell y'all who I know gonna win. You know I know people, right?
You do know people.
All right, so I know who's gonna win. Who y'all think is gonna win?
I hear a lot of Pitbulls.
If you think Pitbull is going to win, make a barking noise. They think Pitbull is going to win.
Okay.
Who do you think?
But she asked you who you think is going to win.
Yeah, Mace, who do you think is going to win?
I can't tell y'all everything I know just yet. I think it's going to be a good fight. I think if it goes to the cards, it's probably going to be Roach. But I think if it's a knockout, it's going to be Pitbull. That would be my safe bet.
Okay. Cam.
I kind of agree with that assessment. I actually interviewed Lamont 2 days ago, and he said he's tired of leaving shit in the judges' hands. He said he's ready to rumble, and he's not leaving shit in the judges' hands no more because I guess what happened after the Tank fight, a lot of people feel he won the Tank fight. I'm one of them because if you count the knockdown, that they didn't count a knockdown on the scorecards.
With the grease in the hair?
Yeah, the shit in his
The
head.
Michael Jackson wipe?
All that shit. If you count down the scorecards, the knockdown, he won the fight. So it's a draw between him and Tank to where Pitbull lost to Tank, but at the same time, Pitbull was a last-minute fill-in for that fight. And I think that he did really good in that fight as well. So I agree with your assessment. If it's going to be a knockout, I think it's going to go to Pitbull. But because of Lamont Roach's boxing IQ, I would give it to Roach if it goes to be a decision. But he said he don't want no decision.
I really think he gotta keep Pitbull at bay for the first 6 rounds. Pitbull is gonna keep coming. It's just if he can endure those first pause, that was crazy.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
I'm glad y'all called that nigga out
Hey,
too.
you gotta call him out.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, Pitbull is gonna keep, pursuing the fight for the first 6 rounds, and if he could weather that storm, that's all it's gonna boil down to. He have to be able to weather that storm.
Okay, so we'll see if he can weather
Well, the
this
thing
storm.
about it for me too, not to cut you off,
No, of course.
it's like when you with these niggas, both of them are ready to be stars. Like,
Yeah.
nah, real talk. Like, you think about it, Pitbull wants to be the next Mexican star. Lamont Roach feels like he's being hindered because he didn't get the rematch with Tank on becoming his rise to stardom. So they both want stardom really, really bad. So it's going to be a great fight. And I don't really see that much. Like, you know how people, like, you know, like you're really angry? They both kind of cool. Now, when Rolly was talking shit to Pitbull,
he went night-night.
you see how that shit turned out.
He went
And
night-night.
I think Lamont has a real poker face when it comes, doesn't matter who he is, he has the same demeanor all the time, so it's kind of hard to read him. But I seen with the Rolly situation, you don't really want to piss this guy off before the fight.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cam, you make a great point. You said they're both pretty cool, which we all see that, but we also know that they're both very super confident fighters, right? So do you guys feel like to be a boxing superstar, right, do you think that you have to be a big trash talker, Mace?
I think, I think you do, but then again, if you're greatly delusional, you do well at anything. People that are delusional do the best at most things. Cam, you do well. Delusional. No, I'm saying in certain areas I would be delusional. I mean, if you're gonna be great, I think you have to have some kind of thought about yourself that supersede everybody else, or else you'll be a person that blame everybody. It was a compliment, Cam.
I don't take nothing you say to me personal, man.
It was a compliment.
We wouldn't be friends if I took anything you say to me personal. You my brother, I love it. Because if you think I'm delusional, what are you? Like, it's something past delusion when it comes to you. It's something way
That's what it
past that.
takes to be great, though. So when you ask that question, yes. When you think of Pitbull, he has that. But I think of people like Devin Haney. What do y'all think? What do you think when it comes to that? Okay, let's move on. Ryan Garcia. Any fighter that has that mindset that I think I'm better than everybody else normally perform well until they get hit in the head. Once you get hit in the head, pause, then all the confidence might go out the window.
Literally out the window.
Repeat the question one more time.
Yeah, do you think you need to be a big trash talker to be a boxing superstar?
To be a superstar, I would not say no, but it helps to think that you don't like your opponent. Like, when I see fighters too friendly before the fight, I'm like, do these people like each other too much? But you see, I think, and I know it's not popular opinion, but Floyd sold lifestyle, and he's talked a bunch of shit, and that's what made you want to come see him, whether it was to win or to get his ass kicked. He sold the fight.
Yeah.
You got somebody like, right now, Terrence Crawford, he doesn't talk a bunch of shit unless you talk shit to him, but his fighting made him into the superstar that he is. So you don't necessarily need to be, but I want to believe that the two fighters don't like each other going into the fight. I don't want to see a bunch of kumbaya before the fight. And I hate in between rounds when they give each other fouls. Like, yo, good round. No, I don't want to see all that. I want to see two people who genuinely don't like each other fight each other. And if they get cool after the fight, then that's that. But I do think trash talking does help promote a fight. As far as being a superstar, that's another question. I'm not sure.
Okay, fair. So, Mace, when we sat here, you kind of asked people who they were rooting for. We heard a lot of Pitbulls. So how difficult do you think it will be for Roach to handle fighting a Mexican star in Pitbull in front of over 10,000 mostly Mexican fans?
I think it's like fighting somebody in their projects, or when I think of this, and to be in San Antonio and to be fighting Pitbull, it's gonna be like fighting somebody on their block, on their turf. He's gonna have to be able to weather the crowd as well, because this crowd is clearly here for Pitbull. If you're here for Pitbull, make some noise again. They're here for Pitbull. They're not here for Lamont Roach. So, oh, you are? Okay, make some noise.
They said, fuck you talking about.
What do you say?
We here, we right here.
Okay, I'll go with that then. Well, you're in another person's project with all of your buddies, but we don't know if they're gonna go out. So we gotta keep this going. Yeah. What do you think, Killer?
Repeat it one more time.
Yeah, so how difficult do you think it'll be for Roach when we're seeing a lot of Pitbull fans who came out here to see him?
When I spoke to Lamont, he wants that. He wants to turn Pitbull fans into Lamont Roach fans. And I think with the Tank fight, you know, to me, no, not to keep going back to that, but that was his last fight. What I think is that he took some Tank fans home with him that night as well.
Yes.
He's been doing this for a long time, so I don't think it'd be that difficult. He's used to the lights. He knows what it takes, and he knows what he needs to do to win. So I don't think it'd be that difficult on the fight. The fight will be more difficult than the crowd, I believe.
Okay, and then you brought up the Tank fight. Both of these guys gave Tank some pretty tough fights. Do y'all think Tank should fight the winner? Mace.
No, I don't think. I would like to see Tank fight the winner, but I don't think you fight the winner. If you can't figure out how to settle $40 million, you're not going to show up for anything else. I think that was the craziest thing to do. If you can't show up for the $40 or the $50 million, you're not going to be ready to fight this fight. It should be the fight he takes. And Tank, if you're watching this, this is the only fight we want you to fight. I don't want him just to fight the winner. I want him to fight Lamont Roach, not the winner. Not to say he's not going to win. I'm just saying the fight everybody wants to see is Lamont Roach. I don't care what other fight he tries to do. There's no way around this road. He got to come through Roachville.
Right.
It depends on what state of mind Tank is in. You know, when Tank is in a great state of mind and training and so on and so forth, he's a great boxer. He's a cool dude too. But Mace made a great point. I just don't know where he's at state of mind. Everybody definitely was waiting for that rematch with Lamont Roach. It didn't happen. We know he's supposed to fight Jake Paul. That didn't happen. We know it's legal trouble. That did happen. So I'm not sure where he's at. I don't want to do a bunch of, do you think he should? Do you think he's, I hope he gets himself together and then we can see him box, period. So that's that.
Fair points. Okay, and just remember, y'all, all the pay-per-view action will be available via PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video. So in the co-main, you have Cool Boy Steph versus Shock Foster. So y'all, Cool Boy missed weight by 2 pounds earlier. So Mace, what are your initial thoughts on that?
Cool Boy didn't make weight?
Yes.
Oh, man. Well, I don't know. You know, last time I saw somebody not make weight, they had a hell of a left hook. So I don't know at this point what that 2 pounds is going to mean. Foster looked like he was going to come to fight. When he was on our show, he was talking about how much he wanted to fight. So I'm looking forward to that fight. But the fight I'm set on is Lamont Roach and Pitbull.
And Pitbull. Okay.
No, you made a great point. When Ryan, you threw a subliminal. He's basically trying to say when Ryan came in overweight, he looked really good coming in overweight. I'm glad that the Shock's still taking the fight. You know, he didn't have to take the fight because sometimes niggas be like, yo, he's overweight. I don't want to take the fight. So I'm happy he's still doing the fight. It seemed like they genuinely don't like each other. So when I watched the press conference and then when we did talk to Shocky, he said he doesn't like Cool Boy because he's too cool. He's like, his name is Cool Boy, though. So
what else was he supposed to be?
Exactly. Cool. So they talked about each other's past and the path to get to where they were at and so on and so forth. So I'm really, really interested in this fight because I see that they genuinely don't like each other. I just wish that they both would have made weight.
Yeah, you definitely see it there. So Fulton is repping West Philly and Foster is repping Orange, Texas, which is like an hour away from Houston. So Mace, who got the better food, Houston or Philly?
Oh, I don't know anything Philly got but the cheesesteak. What else? The cheesecake?
Cheesesteak counts?
Cheesesteak.
Yeah.
Houston got barbecue. What else they got?
Tex-Mex.
Fish. Trill Burgers. Shout out to Trill Burgers. I don't know. Philly is like my favorite place to be in the whole world. So, I don't know. I would go with Philly.
Okay.
Better food?
Yeah.
They say everything's bigger in Texas. So
they do.
I love Philly cheesesteaks.
That was crazy.
That was. You been waiting.
No, I'm gonna walk off.
You've been waiting the whole time because you got caught early.
Waiting, right?
You've been waiting the whole time, but
that was good though.
That's a slogan. I went to school in Texas, Mace. I already know. I went to school in Costa
They got
Rica,
you
man.
on camera, Cam.
Good. They got
Saying
you on camera
everything is
first.
bigger in Texas.
I'm going to go with Texas, but I ain't going to lie. I drive from New York to Philly just to get cheesesteaks, but I'm going to go with Texas.
Okay, so from what we've seen, Fulton's been real quiet and calm leading up to the fight. Foster seems a bit more agitated and ready to throw down, even though we're seeing the fire and the energy from both of them. So, Mace, who do you think is more confident heading into this fight?
I couldn't hear you because of the noise.
Oh, who do you think is more confident heading into this fight? We see that they both got that fire, but who do you think is more confident?
I think, oh man. I think Shockey is more confident when it comes to that, because normally the person that initiates the conversation or initiates the fight is the one who seemed to be the most confident. But we'll see once they start exchanging blows.
Okay.
I'm going to say the confidence is equal. When I watched Cool Boy yesterday, well, rather than when I watched Shockey, he was like, my road was harder to get there. To be at these fights, I win a title, so on, etc. Because we all know he went to jail and he had a rough road to get to where he was at. And Cool Boy was like, man, everybody rode to be a champion with stuff. Who was you to say that your road was better than my road? What are you talking about? To be a champion is tough anyway. So I like both of their confidence. I would say it's equal. I don't have one's more confident than the other. It looked really, really good on both their parts as far as both of them being confident.
Okay, so you're saying the confidence is equal, but Mason, Cam, who do you think needs the win more?
I think, me personally, I would say Shockey needs it more. One time I remember him fighting, and his defense was great, but it just seemed like he was moving a little bit too much, and then he ended up getting stripped of that title. So I think coming back, fighting after that, and this fight, he got to show that he's really here to fight. We know he got the technical skills, we know he got the footwork and all of those things, but I think it's more on him.
Okay.
He wanted to keep the belt. I mean, that's what it's about. You want somebody to come taking your title and have his third title in his third weight division. I mean, three weight division titles, 3 different weight division titles. I would say it's on Shockey. Cool Boy seems really cool about it.
Okay, and then final decision, who do you think is winning this fight?
Oh, man. Man, you giving me...
You got to choose. You don't have to choose, but you should choose.
If I had to go with Title Town, I would pick... I'm going with Shockey.
Shockey? Okay.
I'm going with Cool Boy.
Ooh, okay, we got some different answers here, and I like that because we will see who wins.
Are you going with Cool Boy because of Gilly?
Why would I do that? What are you talking about?
I'm just asking. I want to know where you get your answers from.
Cool Boy only really lost one fight. Shy got 3 losses.
Okay.
Even though the loss was pretty bad, but he went and fought the toughest dude over there in Asia. Like he got a good chin. He's all right. Going off the record, Murder.
Okay. If you going with Cool Boy, I'm gonna go with Cool Boy.
How you gonna change it to Cool Boy? Where'd you get your answer from?
That's an even better question.
Right.
You have to have room to grow,
They both my dudes, so I mess with both of them. Just gotta pick them.
Room to grow. I'm definitely gonna start using that one. Okay, so
Room to grow is crazy.
I said pause.
you didn't actually,
I
but
did.
we'll let it pass. It's okay. Yeah, they
Steph,
can.
I know you're not talking.
They can see us.
Are you in
all
the portal?
of us.
Are you in the portal?
Not right now. We
Okay.
cooling. We're not on the
All
portal
right.
yet. Okay, so also on the pay-per-view, we got Lara, the old boxing legend, returns to defend his WBA middleweight world title against Santana. So Lara is 42 years old, Mace, still out here fighting. So how do you think he's doing that? How does that work?
I like that for Lara. Pause. As long as he can keep getting money, he doesn't get severely hurt. He should keep fighting. They should make you quit. I'm a firm believer of that. Pause. If you want to keep going in there, let him keep going. Who am I to shut his dreams down?
Let him keep going.
Question?
Yeah, so basically Lara is 42 years old. How do you think he's still doing this? Like,
You can't put a number on everybody. You know, if you're in shape, George Foreman won the belt, 44, 45, Bernard Hopkins until about 50 years old. Not saying he's either one of them, but if you're in shape and you could do it, I'm not gonna put a number on your fighting career. But if you're around that age, you gotta make sure you're in shape, you eat right, you get your rest, so on and so forth. But if you could do it, you could do it.
yeah, of course. Essentially always just taking care of yourself. Because they always do try to put a limit on somebody when they turn a certain age, but we're seeing it across all sports. You can do it at any age, so shout out to him for sure.
Right.
Okay, so Gonzalez is an aggressive fighter who we saw upset Jarrett Hurd. So Mace, do you think he can do the same against Lara?
I'm not able to hear you.
Oh, yeah. So basically, Gonzalez is an aggressive fighter who upset Jarrett Hurd. Do you think he can do the same against Lara?
Nah, I'm not going with that.
Keep saying with a fight going.
Make sure you, say it louder so they can hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
I would say no.
Okay.
I'm going absolutely not.
Okay.
Now I'm agreeing with Macy. Laura's tough. I don't think that's gonna happen. Not at all.
Yeah, Laura's not going for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
42 or not.
Okay. So kicking off the pay-per-view, we got Jesus Ramos takes on Shane Mosley Jr. for the interim WBC middleweight title. So a lot of people believe Ramos is a future star. He was sparring Terrence Crawford when he was still a teenager, and a lot of people feel he was robbed against Erickson Lubin. So Mace, how high do you think his ceiling is?
I think he could really fight on such a higher level, even higher than this. But when it comes to Shane Mosley, I gotta go with the history, you know. Shane Mosley Jr. was with us. He's being trained by Shane Mosley Sr. I gotta show respect to Titletown.
Okay.
So that's kind of a hard question for me. I want to say the other guy, but I gotta go with Sugar Shane, you know.
We're not here for favoritism, Mason. Asking who you know and who was on the show. They ask. So that's what you're basing your opinion off of who's going to win?
No, I know who's gonna win, but I'm saying I would like to see. I would like to see Sugar Shane win.
I don't know. I like his son a lot, but I don't see the fire that he has in his father's eyes. I remember he was on his show, and he was saying that Oscar De La Hoya, I don't mean to throw him under the bus, was jerking him around and wasn't giving him any good fights. Good to see that he's over here at PBC, but I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going with him for the fight.
Yeah.
I just think that he's his father's child. He also got a late start. You know, when you're a boxer, you start this 5, 6, 7 years old. I think he started when he was 18 and 19.
Yeah.
Like you said, hopefully he will win because of his family, but I'm not going with him to win.
Yeah, I'm not thinking he will win. I hope he would win.
Forget it, man.
Kim, you keep putting words in my mouth. Pause. I'm telling you, I'm going with it because of Sugar Shane. I'm not saying that I believe he's going to beat him. I'm saying this is wishful thinking. We're in San Antonio, the city of the stars, Cam.
Okay.
We are in the city of the stars.
Got to believe in the stars, man.
Got to believe. Wishful thinking, Mace. Okay, and remember, y'all, all the pay-per-view action will be available via PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video. So we got about one more. So Shane Mosley Jr., we see is trying to make a name for himself.
Yeah.
Mace, how difficult is it to overcome having a father who was a legend in the same sport you're doing?
That's what I'm speaking to right now. That's what I'm speaking to. And Cam doesn't want to support me on this, but this is what I'm speaking to. I'm speaking to the fact that he has a late start. His dad didn't believe in him really in the beginning. He had to go with Oscar De La Hoya over his dad. That's already crazy. So to come back around and now his dad is with him, I'm just supporting the family, you know? That's all I'm doing. I'm supporting the family. It got to be hard. Look at LeBron's son, or look at and shout out to Camelo's son. It's extremely hard to be successful when your dad is already success. My son asked Cam. He told Cam, he asked us not to put his name on his show anymore. He said, "You guys are messing it up for me." This is what he said. Cam is right there.
It's true, it's true.
It's hard being the son of somebody that's a celebrity. So when you actually get there, you have to work that much harder because people know you had the best. You could have had the best trainers. You could have had the best support. So that's why I'm supporting the kid. So they don't think I'm just kicking him down, kicking him because he's a star kid.
That's a great answer. It's hard to be successful when you're the son of a star athlete, but I think you could become a star when your father's not a star. So let's say, for instance, Sugar Shane wasn't who Sugar Shane was. He just had a decent career.
Yeah.
I think it would be easier for his son to be a star. You see that with Floyd.
Yes.
Floyd Mayweather Sr. was on the way to could
Yeah,
have
he
been
was
a
tough.
star. He was all right. Roger was good.
Yeah.
But Floyd ended up being the superstar. I think when you come from a family tree of people who are okay, you know what it takes. You see their mistakes and then you can be a star, not just boxing and sports, period. But when your father's a superstar, it's extremely hard to live up to expectation. I don't know what the hell Michael Jordan's sons do besides sell sneakers and sniff cocaine.
Everybody has a different path, you know. If that's the path that he wanted to take, that's the path that he took. Okay, so Mace, final question. Who shines the most on this card?
Oh, man. I think the winner of Pitbull and Roach will shine the most. Not just because it's the headline fight, but I think this is the fight that makes the most sense. I like the fact that both of them are, Paul's putting it all on the line and willing to fight somebody that's dangerous, completely dangerous to them in their style. So I really appreciate, Roach and Pitbull for keeping fighting alive.
Whoever wins, and I'm not going to give who's going to shine the most. Who comes to perform, and who gives the crowd a good show. You can have a great fight, just from a boxing standpoint, but it may not be that exciting.
Yeah.
You come to fight, you come to put on a show, and whoever does that, they're going to have the best night.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, y'all. Well, all the pay-per-view action will be available via PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video. We're live here in San Antonio, Texas. Again, super excited to see how everything goes down. We got a lot of exciting fights to see, so make sure y'all stay tuned. We're going to head down to catch the weigh-in and talk to some of the fighters. Mason, Cam, you can send off.
Thank y'all guys for having us.
Thank you
We
so
appreciate
much.
y'all, San Antonio. Thank you.
Hey, make sure y'all stay tuned for more right here.
And it is what it is.
Stat. Know this song? First time we done that. I ain't gonna front up stop.
Stat, do you know this song? Sing it for the crowd.
Horse and carriage.
It's horse and carriage by
Stat
now.
doesn't know the words.
I know enough.
Where are we going? Are we staying here?
We got stage left.
I know your part.
Are we going this way?
San Antonio, how we feeling? Welcome to the Frost Bank Center, home of the San Antonio Spurs. And tomorrow night, it is the home of PBC on Prime Video pay-per-view. We have an incredible night of action, one of the deepest cards of the year from top to bottom. This your way in for tomorrow night's action. We go live on pay-per-view, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time, 7 o'clock local time. Limited tickets are available. They are going quickly. Ticketmaster.com. Our prelim portion begins at 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific time, 4:30 here in San Antonio, as we will begin the afternoon, 10 rounds. This in the featherweight division, as we welcome with a record of 18 wins, opposite 3 defeats. 9 wins coming by way of knockout, hailing from Buenos Aires, Argentina. Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, here is Hector Sosa. And we welcome his opponent from Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic. He's undefeated, 21 wins, no losses, 14 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is Luis Nunes. Luis Nunes trained under the guidance of one of the best trainers in the business, Bob Santos. First up on the scale from Buenos Aires, Argentina, Hector Sosa. Hector, right in the front, please. Right in the front, give him a pose. 125.6 for Hector Sosa. 125.6 for Hector Sosa. And his opponent, Luis Nunes. Luis Nunes looking to take his record to 22-0 tomorrow night. Again, the action begins live for free on Prime Video, regardless of Prime membership. 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific time. Do not miss this loaded night of action. It is Luis Nunes on the scale. 126 for Luis Nunes. Luis Nunes, 126. Luis Nunes and Hector Sosa to begin our televised portion here in San Antonio. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is Luis Nunes and Hector Sosa. 10 rounds or less in the featherweight division. We wish them good luck. Luis Nunes and Hector Sosa. Our next prelim matchup will be 10 rounds or less in the super welterweight division. With a record of 31 wins, opposite 5 defeats, 29 wins coming by way of knockout. Joining us from Agua Prieta, Mexico. He has won 5 straight by knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, aquí está Roberto Valenzuela Jr. And his opponent tomorrow night, he joins us from La Paz, Mexico. His record, 17 wins. 13 of those come in by way of KO, no losses. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Isaac Puro Mexico, Lucero. The undefeated Isaac Lucero looking to make a statement tomorrow afternoon. First up on the scale, Roberto Valenzuela Jr. 154 for Roberto Valenzuela Jr. 154 for Roberto Valenzuela Jr. And again, his opponent, Isaac Lucero. $153.8 for Isaac Lucero. 153.8 for Isaac Lucero. Puro Mexico in the house. Isaac Lucero. This is a part of our prelim portion, 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific time, 4:30 local time here in San Antonio. It is free regardless of Prime membership. Do not miss these incredible three matchups. We have Isaac Lucero, Roberto Valenzuela Jr. They are predicting a war, una guerra, tomorrow night, mañana, here in San Antonio. We wish them the best of luck. Now our main event on our prelim portion will be 10 rounds in the super lightweight division as we bring up to the scale with a record of 30 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw, including 15 wins coming by way of knockout. Originally from Cuba, now fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the 2-division world champion, Francis Bartholomew. And his opponent from Indianapolis, Indiana, 18 wins, 12 of those coming by way of knockout against the single defeat. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back Frank Martin. Frank Martin trained under the guidance of Buddy McGirt, esteemed trainer. We have Francis Bartholomew getting ready to head onto the scale again. This is our main event of our prelim portion, 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific time, free regardless of Prime membership. On the scale now, the 2-division world champion, Francis Bartholomew. 139.8 for Francis Bartholomew. 139.8 for Francis Bartholomew. And his opponent, Frank Martin, the former world title challenger. 139.4 for Frank Martin. 139.4 for Frank Martin. Frank Martin and Francis Bartholomew collide in the main event of our prelim portion. It is PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video here in the Alamo City. Frank Martin and Francis Bartholomew squaring off tomorrow here in San Antonio. We wish them the best of luck, Frank Martin and Francis Bartholomew. Our pay-per-view begins at 8 Eastern by Pacific time, 7 o'clock local time here in San Antonio. For our main card introductions, I'll turn it over to to the Hall of Famer. Here is the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, a very good afternoon to you. We welcome you to the Frost Bank Center here in beautiful San Antonio, Texas. We continue our weigh-in as Premier Boxing Champions presents the PBC pay-per-view on Prime ceremonial weigh-in for our big night of action taking place right here tomorrow night, and it's all brought to you by TGB Promotions and sponsored by Thomas J. Henry, Built to Win, and DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. Well, fans, our opening pay-per-view attraction features a showdown in the middleweight division. Interim WBC middleweight world title. Let's bring our fighters to the stage at this time. First, from Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of Pomona, California. He represents the outstanding boxing tradition. Please welcome the world-ranked middleweight contender, Shane Mosley Jr. And now we welcome to the stage at this time from Casa Grande, Arizona. He'll be making his first attempt at a world title. Please welcome the middleweight world contender, Jesus El Mono Ramos. Well, it looks like Shane Mosley just about ready to step onto the scale. The weight limit on this fight is a very strict 160 pounds. It is for the interim WBC middleweight world championship. Ready to step onto the scale with a record of 22-4, 12 knockouts. World-ranked middleweight Shane Mosley Jr. 159.6. 159.6. And his opponent with a record of 23 wins, only one defeat, with 19 of his wins coming by way of knockout. The hard-hitting, world-ranked middleweight contender, Jesus El Mono Ramos. 159.8 pounds. 159.8. We have a fight. Both fighters weigh in under that 160-pound weight limit. Just a moment, we'll have our fighters come up, square off. They'll face each other one last time before they meet in the center of the ring tomorrow evening. Want to bring to your attention this PBC pay-per-view on Prime commences 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Pacific, and there's free prelims on Prime, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. And there they are, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus El Mono Ramos versus Shane Mosley Jr. opens up our pay-per-view tomorrow night. The interim WBC Middleweight Championship of the World. And now let's hear a little bit more from both of our fighters for this title fight. Multi-talented colleague, ring announcer, all-around boxing broadcaster, and host Ray Flores. Take it away.
Thank you very much, Jimmy, with Shane Mosley Jr. Shane, now that we're a day away, how good does this feel knowing that your life's work can become a reality tomorrow night?
This is what you live for right here. This is what dreams are made of. So I'm ready to go, baby. Let's go.
What about the response from the fans here in San Antonio all week long?
Oh, man, thank you so much. You guys are great, man. I love you guys. Let's go, baby.
Shane Mosley Jr., ladies and gentlemen. Now with Jesus Ramos, who is no doubt looking to make a statement. Jesus, what did you take away from that face-off of Shane Mosley Jr.?
He's ready, man. He's ready, and I'm ready. We're going to put on the show. Toda mi gente mexicana, muchas gracias por todo el apoyo. Estamos listos. Le vamos a un buen espectáculo y vamos por el knockout. Muchas gracias.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jesus Ramos. Jimmy, back to you.
Truly, ladies and gentlemen, not only two world-ranked middleweight contenders, but two classy fighters, some of the best in the world, something to be proud of for the interim WBC middleweight world title. Well, fans, it's this time we move along from the Frost Bank Center in San Antonio. Premier Boxing Champions continues with our weigh-in. This time we move into the next division, which is also a middleweight WBA middleweight world title. And once again, brought to you by TGB Promotions. This fight presented in association with Warriors Boxing. Let's bring our fighters onto the stage at this time. First, from Las Vegas by way of Venezuela. Middleweight world contender making his first attempt at a world title. Please welcome the hard-hitting Joan Chelo Manotas Gonzalez. And now we're ready to bring the defending world champion to the stage at this time. Truly one of the greats in the boxing world today. Fighting out of Las Vegas by way of Guantanamo, Cuba, the two-division world champion and the current defending WBA middleweight champion of the world, Erislandi, the American Dream, Lara. And now let's bring our fighters to the scale, 160-pound weight limit. Once again, this is for the WBA middleweight world title. First, the challenger with a record of, listen to this, 36 wins, 4 losses, 34 wins coming by way of knockout. He's the knockout-minded, battle-ready challenger. Here is Joan Chelo Manotas Gonzalez. 158.6 pounds, 158.6 for the challenger. And now the champion's record, 31 wins, 3 losses, 3 draws, with 19 knockouts in his 15th consecutive world title appearance. Here is the defending WBA middleweight champion of the world, Erislandi, the American Dream, Lara. 159.6. The fight is on. WBA middleweight championship of the world. There they are, ladies and gentlemen, 12 rounds for the WBA middleweight championship of the world. Erislandi, the American Dream, Lara versus Joan Chelo Manotas Gonzalez.
All right, we're going to speak with Johan Gonzalez. As Johan Gonzalez, the hard-hitting Venezuelan who has the opportunity of a lifetime and can become a world champion. He's taking this matchup on short notice. Johan, what was said during this intense face-off?
Contanos qué decían durante este careo tan intenso.
Súper emocionado por la oportunidad y vengo entrenado y a darlo todo para llevarme ese título a mi pueblo, Dios primero.
Look, I'm just excited, ready to give it my all, and what matters is that I want the title to come back to my hometown and share it with my people. I'm so excited.
You have 33 knockouts on your resume. Will tomorrow night be number 34?
Bueno, tenés 33 knockouts en tu currículum. ¿Se viene el 34 mañana?
Dios primero, lo que vengo es con mente ganadora.
God willing, yes. But most importantly, let's come out with a winning mentality.
Ladies and gentlemen, the challenger, Johan Gonzalez. All right, we have Edislandi Lara, the champion. Edislandi, this has not been the easiest road to get to tomorrow night with a change in opponent, but what did you take away from that face-off against Johan Gonzalez?
Bueno, tuviste un traspié en el camino que no podías controlar con lo que pasó esta semana, pero ¿cómo te sentís de cara a esta pelea contra Johan González?
Estamos listos. Un saludo a la gente de San Antonio. Estamos listos ya para el 6 de ahora, el fin de semana, disculpa, el fin de semana.
We're ready. I want to say hi, say my love to the people here in San Antonio, and you better believe I'm going to be ready tomorrow, December 6th.
How's the fight going down tomorrow night?
¿Cómo va a terminar la pelea?
Bueno, yo siempre ganador, siempre siendo ganador. He hecho un trabajo bien duro en el campamento, creo que todo está perfectamente y vamos a ir por la victoria, vamos a partirle la boca, que está hablando mierda, vamos a partirle la boca.
Well, I always envision myself as the winner. I trained so hard. Training camp was arduous, so I want to make that pay off. I'm going to break his mouth. You can believe that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the WBA middleweight champion of the world, Edislandi, the American Dreamer Lara. Jimmy, back to you.
Thank you, Ray. We're ready to bring out our next fight from the Frost Bank Center here in San Antonio, Texas. Premier Boxing Champions continues with the weigh-in brought to you by DGB Promotions. This bout in association with Top Rank Incorporated. This is our co-main event of the evening. We welcome our fighters to the stage at this time. First from the native of Orange, Texas, now fighting out of Houston. In his 6th consecutive world title appearance, here is the WBC Super Featherweight Champion of the World, Oshaki Icewater Foster. And now we invite his opponent to the scale, to the stage at this time from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He's the 2-division world champion. Please welcome the WBC Featherweight Champion of the World, Cool Boy Stephen Fulton. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this bout is a weight limit of 135 pounds for the vacant interim WBC lightweight world title. We invite our fighters to the scale at this time. First, with a record of 23 wins and 3 losses. 12 of his wins coming by way of knockout. He is the current WBC Super Featherweight World Champion, Oshaki Icewater Foster. Oshaki Foster weighs in at a ready 130 pounds. 130 pounds. And now his opponent with a record of 23 wins, 1 defeat with 8 knockouts. He is the current WBC Featherweight World Champion, Cool Boy Stephen Fulton. 132 pounds, 132 for Stephen Fulton. We have a fight once again, 12 rounds for the interim WBC lightweight world title. A lot of emotion on this fight. You don't want to miss it. 12 rounds for the interim WBC lightweight world title. Stephen Fulton versus Oshaki Foster. And now joining Ray Flores to hear from both of our fighters, we're also joined by hip-hop legend and co-host of It Is What It Is, Cameron.
No, that wasn't him.
Shock. Yo, 1 2 1 2 1 2. Turn that up. Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Shock, what's going on? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing great. Feeling great.
You came up to me and you said, I heard you before the fight. Did you pick Cool Boy? You had a little problem with me picking Cool Boy?
Nah, I just wanted to let you know, so after the fight, I could come acknowledge you on that.
I appreciate that. What do you expect for this fight, and what we expect to see from you here in San Antonio tonight?
Man, y'all can expect a dominant performance from me. I'm in shape. I'm ready. You know, we've been grinding for a long time, and you know, you just heard it, and still.
Last question. Will it go the distance, or you gonna put them out?
Hey, we're gonna have to see, but hey, I've been saying this whole camp, man down or night, either one.
There you go. Shocky. Here you go, baby.
Thank you very much, Cam Oshaki. Good luck to you, sir. You are all good to go. Let me talk with Stephen Fulton Jr. coming into this matchup. That was a very heated face-off that you had with your opponent, Oshaki Foster. What did you take away from his body language?
Nothing at all. You know, he's a world champion, so he's nothing at all.
Now that it's time to fight, how's it going down tomorrow night?
I'll be victorious.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Philadelphia, PA, Stephen Fulton Jr., Cool Boy staff. Jimmy, back to you.
Thank you, Ray. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Frost Bank Center here in beautiful San Antonio, Texas, Premier Boxing Champions presents the weigh-in for the featured bout of the evening. Brought to you by TGB Promotions in association with Boxstars, Manny Pacquiao Promotions, and Pro Box Promotions, sponsored by Thomas J. Henry, Built to Win, along with DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. Let's bring our fighters to the stage at this time. First, ladies and gentlemen, from Washington, D.C., we present the challenger. Moving up in weight, here is the current WBA Super Featherweight World Champion, Lamont, the Reaper Roach. And now joining us to the stage, the defending champion from Mexico City, La Ciudad de Mexico. He's the popular, battle-ready, two-time world champion. He is the interim WBC Super Lightweight World Champion. Demos la bienvenida a Isaac Pitbull Cruz. We remind you, ladies and gentlemen, that our main event is scheduled 12 rounds of boxing for the the WBC Super Lightweight World title. Let's bring our fighters to the scale. The weight limit is 140 pounds. First, the challenger with a record of 25 wins, 1 loss and 2 draws. He has 10 wins coming by way of knockout. He will be seeking his second division world title. Please welcome the WBA Super Featherweight Champion of the World, Lamont, the Reaper Roach. $139.6 pounds, 139.6 for the challenger, Lamont Roach. And his opponent is the champion with a record of 28 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw. He has 18 knockouts. He's the popular all-action 2-division world champion, Isaac Pitbull Cruz. 138.6, already 138.6 for Pitbull Cruz.
There you go.
No backing down on this, our main event of the evening. 12 rounds for the WBC Super Lightweight World Title. Isaac Pitbull Cruz, Lamont the Reaper Roach. There they are facing off for the final time until they meet in the center of the ring tomorrow night for the main event of the evening. Once again, we're going to hear from both of our fighters, Ray Flores and Cameron.
1 2 1 2, testing 1 2 1 2. I told you a couple days ago when I interviewed you, I'm gonna call you Mr. Roach from now on. That was a pretty intense face-off. Since this started, have y'all grown general dislike for each other?
Nah, not at all. This our job right here, to lay it all on the line. I know I'm coming with everything I got, so he better come with everything he got.
All right. He's very aggressive, very intense fighter. Do you have to change anything that you do for this particular fight?
We're going to let him worry about what we got going on over here. Maybe he'll adjust, but like I said before, I got 10 ways to win. He got 1.
There you go. Last question. You told me the other day you tired of leaving things in the judges' hands. Is this going to be a knockout for you this Saturday?
What Rocky say? If he dies, he dies.
Wow. There you go. Lamar Roach, December 6th tomorrow, baby. There you have it.
All right. Well, we heard from Lamont Roach and Cam. Now we're going to hear from Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Isaac, that was an intense and a lengthy stare down. What went through your mind during that stare down? What was said?
Qué careo, ¿no? Muy intenso. Contanos qué te pasó por la cabeza mientras se decían todo eso entre ustedes.
Nada más vengo a ser muy claro y le vengo a decir que le vengo a hacer lo que le hice a Diego Magdaleno y eso es todo.
Well, I couldn't be more clear with him. What I came to do was the same that I did 5 years ago against Diego Magdaleno, and he knows what that is.
What does this response from this incredible crowd here in San Antonio mean to you?
La gente como te quiere, ¿no? Contanos qué significa eso para vos.
Algo muy bonito y por eso, por esta linda gente de San Antonio, voy a darles una gran pelea el día de mañana.
It's beautiful, the crowd is the best, and that's why I want to provide a great show for all of you tomorrow night.
Your prediction for tomorrow night?
Vaticinio para mañana.
Darles lo mejor de mí a toda esta linda gente y que sea la ganadora de toda la gente que vino a apoyarme esta noche.
I can predict that I'm going to give the best of me to all of you and that you're going to be the true winners of the night. It's going to be a great show. Don't miss it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Isaac Pitbull Cruz, our main event, PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video. Do not miss it. Jimmy, take us home.
Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Cameron. Thank you, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. What an outstanding crowd. Some of the best boxing fans in the world here in San Antonio, Texas. And we have a great fight card scheduled for you tomorrow. On behalf of TGB Promotions and Premier Boxing Champions, we thank you for your attendance, and we'll see you tomorrow night.